ever since it was first announced. One of the big curiosities for me with this PS1 Classic, as everyone refers to as the PS1 Mini, of course, I do sometimes as well, I have to catch myself. One question would be, what are the regional differences going to be? And especially with the sheer number of RPGs on the PS1 and how much more popular that genre is in general in Japan, I figured maybe there's going to be a few releases of types of games that I love that might be on the Japanese version that we might not get here. Will there be major differences enough to make me maybe want both versions? If you watched my last video, I said I'm definitely now convinced enough that I am going to pre-order the North American version. I really want to grab it, but yeah, eventually I'm also going to be grabbing the Japanese one. It completely sold me on a couple of these exclusives. Absolutely, eventually I'm going to import that. And here are some of the games that are different. I'm going to link the actual Japanese trailer for all the games in the description. We have a couple like Saga Frontier, Sai, Gradius Gaiden, Darius, so we have some more shooters and things like that. And the original Armored Core, that's really awesome. What really sold me was, whoa, wait a second, when I saw Arc the Lad 1 and 2, and I thought when I was thinking about what would be on the Japanese one compared to the North American, I was convinced Arc the Lad 1, that was, I think, the first RPG on the PS1 in Japan, so the first RPG on the system. I love the Arc the Lad series, particularly the original trilogy on PS1, and I was not expecting Arc the Lad 1 and 2, and 2 is easily my favorite. Like, 2 is amazing. Arc the Lad 2 stands up against like almost every Final Fantasy to me. Like, I really like that game. Arc the Lad 1 and 2, alright, I'm pretty much sold on it. And then it goes on a little bit longer, and there's one other Japan exclusive, Parasite Eve. Yeah, that's an instant buy. Parasite Eve, the Japanese version there, yeah, grabbing that without question. So yeah, eventually I will also be importing the Japanese version. That was one thing that I was thinking about. Will there be regional differences? There are, and so those are the ones that are exclusive to Japan. Again, the trailer is in the description along with the list of games for the Japanese version of the console, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you're into a certain type of game or you really love a certain series, you might want to look into which version of the console you actually want to get, or end up getting both. Like me, I'll eventually be getting both. I'm totally sold on two of these things. Definitely North American one, and eventually that Japanese one down the road. But yeah, it's pretty darn awesome.